I'm going to share my screen with you.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, so do you see the screen here?
Yes, ma'am. We can see.
Yes, okay. So here we have our subject is PPT period. Then we have topic expressing opinions and class 7. So before I start, we mostly we use this verb agree. We use verb agree when you wanted to agree with someone or agree on something or about something. Okay, so most of us are saying I am agree. Most of us. I am not agree.
Ma'am, we should write this.
No, wait, don't write anything. Is it correct? Is this correct?
Yes, ma'am.
No, this is
No,
not
ma'am.
correct.
You have to not write.
No, this is not correct. This is a very wrong form to say that I am agree. Okay, we don't have to use to be with the verb agree in the present simple. We use it in the continuous or progressive. So this is totally wrong. Let me make it in the, most of you are saying like this. Most of you are saying, ma'am, I am agree with you. No, this is wrong. Totally wrong. So the right one is I agree. Yes, good. So it is the I agree, or let me just give another slide. Let me give. If you want to explain before we start, so we say.
Actually, I agree.
Yes. So let me just. Most of us, we make this mistake. Okay. So we say in the affirmative form we say I agree.
Agree.
Okay. This is affirmative. And in the negative I say I don't agree. Not I'm not agree. I don't agree with you, or I don't agree with this. Negative, okay? And in the question, we ask, do you agree? Do you agree? Okay, question mark, this is interrogative. Okay? Clear? This is before we start.
Okay, ma'am.
I wanted to make this clear because most of us, means English learners, we commit or we make these mistakes. So it is I agree, not I am agree, it is wrong. So I agree, I don't agree, do you agree? Clear? Is it clear? So let's start. Okay, let's start our presentation now. As I said, that there are many ways to show that you agree with someone, or the way you give opinion. There are many expressions. So let's start the first expression. If you want to give opinion, what do you say? Anybody say? Can anybody tell me? If you want to give an opinion or express an opinion, what you say? What do you say usually? What do you usually say? What do you usually say?
We can say that I can give you an opinion.
I can give you an opinion?
Yes.
You can say like this?
Give some opinion also.
Give an opinion. Okay. This is what I'm sharing with you today. There are many ways, and you have to take notes and you write them and use them. Like use them in your conversation, or when you want to give an opinion or express an opinion, you use them. So like we ask sometimes, we say sometimes, as far as I'm concerned. This is a very formal way. We can say as far as I'm concerned. Okay, then you give your opinion here. Then there are very common ones, like in my opinion. This is very common. In my opinion, very easy and common. In my opinion, in my mind, we also say in my mind. Okay, and we also say in my point of view. In my point of view. Clear? Am I clear? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so like we can also say from my point of view, I'm giving you the most common ones. The way I see, like for example, the way you see things. So you can also express your opinion this way. The way I see it, the way because everybody sees things according to his or her perspective. So everybody sees according to his opinion. The way I see it, or the way I see that, the way I see it is, then you continue, this is, okay. Then we can also use another, I strongly believe. This is when you are giving a very strong expression that you really, you are strongly giving an opinion. So I strongly believe that, either you will use or with that. Clear? So if you learn all these, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if you learn these 5 expressions, will really it will make a difference in your spoken English. Okay, so these are ways to express your opinion. As far as I'm concerned, then you continue what you wanted to say. In my opinion, in my mind, in my point of view, the way I see it is, then you continue. I strongly believe that this is the right way, or I strongly believe that it should be like this, or I strongly believe that life is very, what we can say, means you can, according to the topic, you can give the opinion. Clear? Is it clear? Yes,
ma'am.
so how many students are there? Yes, so you can take these notes, and
I'm done.
yes. Okay, can I move to the next slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so these, first we have discussed about so many common mistakes that we make with the verb agree. So I said that the verb agree is just like any other verb, like I see, I feel. We don't use to be with the present simple. We used to be when we have progressive or continuous, or in the passive form. Okay, so we don't use it in the simple present, same like any other verb. So we say I agree, I don't agree, or do you agree in the interrogative form. Okay, this is what we have discussed, and we have given here some expressions to express your opinions. Then here I'm going, so there are 2 ways like to express your opinions. There are two ways, like agreeing and disagreeing. When you agree and when you don't agree. Yes, so let's start with the first one, like when you agree. So agreeing, we can say here, agreeing. Yes, what do we say when you agree with something or someone? Yes? Anybody?
I agree with you.
Yeah, okay, there are many, like for example, there are stages, like for example, there are levels. When you strongly agree and when you agree just normally. And so when you strongly agree with something or with someone, you say, yes, yeah? You want to say something?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So, but the first thing, when you want to agree, you say, I totally or strongly, so totally, I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. Or,
Ma'am,
yes, or I totally agree that. Directly you give the that. I totally agree that, or I totally agree with you.
ma'am, and some people says that I partially
agree with
Yeah,
you.
no. Yes. That is another part. Here we are discussing agreeing, and we have disagreeing. Then we have partly agreeing. When you agree in some in some way, but you have another way, another things to give, another opinion to give. Partly you agree. You not fully. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
like we said that I am agree with you, and this could be the thing I am saying. It could be much better.
Yes, it can be. You can add more. You can add more opinion or better opinion than what the person have given. You are partly, not totally agree with the person. You have another view. You have another opinion. Clear? So here we have. I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. Here you have means you declare that you agree with the person. Then we have, you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Try to take the notes. Like when you see that the point is really good, so you can also say, that's a good point. That's a good point. That's a good point. Then you can say definitely, you can say also exactly, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. So these are some ways to see, some ways to use or to say when you agree. Okay, so we say,
Ma'am,
I totally
one
agree.
slide.
Yes, you're right. I could agree more. I couldn't agree more. You are absolutely right.
We have to clap.
That's a good point. Let me just erase here. That's a good point. Here. Okay, that's a good point.
Ma'am,
No doubt about it. Yes.
I'm so slide. First slide, second slide, third slide.
Yes, the first
One
slide you will just write here, topic expressing opinion, then you write this because it's very important. Many of us are making this mistake. You write this, the verb agree, that we say I agree, then here also it is here. I agree in the affirmative, I don't agree in negative. Do you agree when you ask a question? Okay, then you write, we start with giving opinions. These are some statements, some expressions to give or phrases to give
Okay.
while
I
giving
am concerned.
opinion. And then we start with agreeing. When you agree with someone, we start agreeing. Here we have many expressions to use, like I have given already. Then now let's move to next slide. I will save these slides, but you pay attention only. I will save them in case you want to write them all. So here let's move to the next, disagreeing. So we have seen agreeing. Now we are going to see disagreeing. Okay. What does it mean, disagreeing?
Disagreeing means we are not agree with your
No,
with
not,
your.
now see, you have I have just now corrected your mistake. We don't say you are not agree. You don't agree. Okay. So be careful. So here it means that you don't agree. Don't agree. You don't agree. Okay. You don't
Okay,
agree.
ma'am.
Here it means that you don't agree with person, or you don't agree about something, or on some topic, or to some proposal. Okay, so we have here, there are strong ways to say that. Directly you say, I'm afraid, I disagree. This is a very clear expression. And you can also say, I don't agree with you, or I don't agree that. Then there is a slide here that Or you can say, that's not the way I see it. That's not the way. You see it in different ways. That's not the way I see it. I don't feel the same. I don't feel the same. Then you can also say, I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, is it clear? So these expressions are being used. We use these expressions. These are commonly used expressions when you disagree. I'm afraid I disagree. This is a direct way of saying that you disagree. I don't agree with you, or I don't agree that. That's not the way I see it. Here you disagree with the person. This is not the way you see it in a different way. I don't feel the same. You have different ways, you have different opinion, you have different view, which is totally different from the person. Then I don't think so. Okay. So here let's move to the partly agreeing. Here you are not fully, you don't, you agree in some extent only, in some level. So not fully agree with the person. You don't fully agree with the person. So we have partly. Yes, so these are expressions that we use. I see your point, but you have given this statement, I see your point. Okay, then you have given a contrast of that. But here you will give that what you think. You see the point, you understand the person, but at the same time, you have another view. You have some other thing to add. So you are partly agreeing. You agree partly. Then I kind of agree with you that, or
Ma'am, partly agreement means?
partly agree means you don't fully agree with the person. Like for example, you can say, I see your point, you see the point, you understand the point of the person, but you have another opinion. Okay,
Okay, ma'am, I
you have another opinion, you see different things, you can add more things that the person didn't see. So, but you understand his opinion, but you have another opinion to add. Okay. So we have here, I agree with you. Okay. However, I agree with you. Because of this but, it shows that you agree, but partly only, and you have another opinion to add, another thing to add or to give. So we have here, I agree with you to an extent. However, I agree with you to an extent.
Assign the assignment.
Yes.
You are not add you after
Yes,
with it.
I agree with you. Yes, okay. Good. So you're paying attention to an extent. However, now see again, however, you have your own opinion. You have your own opinion. And you can say you made a good point. You made a good point. Then, but then you give your own opinion. Something else you see, you you wanted to add more, another opinion. Okay, so these are commonly used ones. So I see your opinion, I understand you, but like you have another opinion, you have something else to add. So I agree with you to an extent. However, then you can add your own opinion. You made a good point. You made a good point, but something that is missing or something that you see the person did not see, something you see, because everybody has different ways of thinking and different ways of
Yes, ma'am.
seeing the things. Okay, so actually these expressions are going to help you in your spoken also and in your written English. Now here we have asking opinions. Like for example, you want to ask somebody's opinion, asking opinions. Yes, here you are asking opinions. Like, what do you think? The first means the common one we say, what do you think? Like teacher if asking you, if when he ask you or ask anybody in the class, what do you think? This is a very direct question. Or what do you reckon? Reckon is also means think or consider. Or consider. Consider. Okay. Question mark. Or what are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Okay. What are your thoughts on that? Then we have question mark on that. Another way, what's your attitude to? What's your attitude to? Like to any subject. Like for example, what's your attitude to life? Okay, what do you think about life? What is your attitude to life? Clear? So these are common questions. There are many other questions. What are, for example, what are your thoughts on that or on the subject? On, for example, on, we can make a slide here on the subject of, then you mention your subject. What's your opinion on? That is a direct one. Or can you give me an opinion about? Can you give me an opinion about this or about this situation or this subject or this topic? If I may ask your opinion, how do you see? Like if I may ask your opinion, how do you see? That is also another way. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So these are important things, important questions that you, if you want to see opinion of anyone, of anybody, then you can ask this. What do you think, or what do you reckon? What do you think? What are your thoughts on that or in the subject, any subject? What's your attitude to? What's your attitude to life or to education or to anything, any subject that you wanted to know the person's view or the person's point of view? So I have given a worksheet. I hope that you have gone through the worksheet. Yes. Okay. So somebody's mic is Yasir.
Ma'am,
Please mute your
can
mic.
I ask one thing?
Yes, yes. Yes,
Ma'am,
Muhammad.
what is in the second slide?
Second slide, okay.
Ma'am, this no, ma'am. No, ma'am. The worksheet. In the worksheet, second
Worksheet.
slide.
Okay, where is the worksheet here? Second worksheet.
Ma'am, the worksheet, second slide. What is?
This one.
Yes, ma'am. This one.
Yes, these are questions. I have given examples also here. What do you think of? These are questions to ask when you want to know the opinion of anybody or of any person. So these are questions. Like, what do you think of? What's your opinion on? What are your thoughts on the subject of? If I might ask your opinion, how do you see? How do you see this? Or how do you see education? How do you see this? I imagine you will have a strong opinion on what's your attitude to. Can you give me your opinion about? These are mostly questions. I give you here. I have given here the most common ones that we use, and these are also very important if you want to add them. Okay, these are only examples I have given, only examples, and these are also more expressions to use or more questions to ask. Clear?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So here I would like you to read this conversation. There is Anna, Amy, and Paul. So they are discussing about something and they are expressing their point of view. And you have to underline the expressions that are used to give opinion, agree or disagree. Then after that, in the exercise 2, yes, in the exercise 2, you have to fill in the chart with the expressions you found in exercise 1. First, you underline the expressions. Then you have to, you have to put every expression in its appropriate column. Like for example, here you have expressing opinion. What are all the expressions that are used to show or to indicate or to express your opinion? Then what are those opinions which are used agreeing and disagreeing? Like I will give you an example. Like for example, Anna, she said, in my opinion, the good school is the one that makes a balance between discipline and fun. So here she have used this expression, in my opinion. So this is a way to express your opinion. She said, in my opinion. So this, in my opinion, it will be here, expressing opinion. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I will give you another example of agreeing. If you read the conversation, yes, like Amy, she said, Amy said, I completely agree. Here it means that she agrees with the person. I completely agree with you. So this expression will be here. I totally agree with you. Okay, now another expression that shows this
I totally disagree with you.
Disagreeing.
Yes, disagreeing.
And Amy also.
Yes,
totally disagree.
yes. So you will be also partly agree, like, I'm sorry to say this, but I totally disagree with you. So you, here it will be used here, or I don't agree with you. I don't agree with you. Clear? Now write all the expressions which are in the conversation. And in the last exercise, and you can add also more expressions that express the ideas above, like that are not used in conversation, which I have explained just now. You can add more expressions here in all three chart. And here you have, I want to remove this. Yes. So in the last exercise, the student, there are two students, A and B. Is it clear or no? Worksheet, is it clear?
Clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so
Yes,
I cannot see the second part. I see only the upper part. So there are two students here, student A and student B. So there is a subject here. Topic is private schools are better than public schools or public ones. Now you have to express your opinion. And here student B, he is going to agree. So he has to use expressions that shows that he agrees with this schools are better than public. And the second one is, can you read the second part because I cannot see it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
French.
Cannot see also.
He's saying that French is easier than English.
Okay.
But student A saying is disagree with it.
Okay, student B has to say that he disagrees. He disagrees with this point. Okay. So yes. So here you have to see, you have to write what are the expressions that student B could use, could use in could use when he agrees and when he disagrees. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I must end this because